How am I going to read it?
Yeah.
Well, smile then. But it's fun. It's easy. Not sure we're supposed to drive up this bit of road, but it was.
Yeah.
Benefit fundraiser for the Man United for Better Philadelphia Friday,
What are they doing?
November 26th. At the first
Getting used to it, I think.
Did just what I didn't want to do.
Market Street goes from
Now you
9
have to
until
reverse
2.
back out.
Got the 4-pack for the 7th caller.
Driving to Taco Bell, Philadelphia. Hopefully. Optimistic there, Andrew. Too dark to see Andrew's face. This is a soft hotel in Philadelphia. Andrew there getting comfy already. Into the bathroom. Got a lovely bath down here. And there's me in the mirror. Hello. Very big. It's gone. This is on our way to see the Eagles versus the Redskins.
Fly over Philadelphia Friends.
I beat you to death.
On our way to New York. And on the freeway.
Saying our ETA is 10 minutes to 1 on the Woodbury Outlet Mall.
My homies put the baggies back, still stacking black, still action packed, and dope, I keep it flipping like acrobats. That's why I pack a Mac, that'll crack a back, cause on my waist is more heat than the Shack Attack. But
Here we are. Woodbury Outlet Boulevard.
In 700 feet, turn left.
Quite busy looking.
7. You know what it is. Official number
All the time, basically.
1-800-223-9797. The concert tomorrow. That's gonna be a go. Right. That's gonna be something religious. You know, that's how we do legendary.
Friday's brawl. Investigators are trying to corroborate their stories through witnesses and videotape. A police spokesman says it probably will be at least 2 weeks before they turn their findings over to prosecutors.
Settled, which was strictly business sensitive. The Indiana case is the company missing 3 of its most valuable employees and for a significant portion of its season. Kelly Neal in Indiana, the case was reaction to punishment and their plan to keep fighting. Raised in conference.
Yeah, there's the Flatiron, and he said Soho, is that that way?
Yeah, we go straight up there.
Okay.
When it comes to the park, I mean beyond the park to one big chunky flat with thinner grades.
Then someone else could went 10, so I'm like
Well, I suppose the man's going to hold the rope back, isn't he?
Inside the Empire State Building.
North of here. It used to be elegant down south, but not anymore. There's the Empire State Building on the right. You can tell it's the Empire State Building because it says so right there on the front. Anybody been up there? Been up to the Empire State Building? It's not as big as you thought it was, is it, up there? You saw on the town, didn't you? Gene Kelly and the tallest building in the world. Of course, it really wasn't the tallest building in the world at that time, but they said it was. The Flatiron Building overlooks Madison Square Park, which is right there on the left. Up ahead. Architecture was not the only thing at which Stanford White was prolific. He had a number of girlfriends. One of them was married to somebody else. Evelyn Nesbit, the famous girl in the Red Velvet Swing, was married to Harry Thaw. Harry was a jealous type, and so one night Harry came into Madison Square Garden, where that's where the first baseball game was played, as you all know. Of course, the first baseball game was also played in Hoboken, New Jersey, Cooperstown, New York, and recently I just heard that stores that you see on the ground level were here. This was warehouses and manufacturing and stuff. Maritime Workers Union Hall, built in the 1960s by a guy who was very much an admirer of Frank Lloyd Wright, who you may know built the Guggenheim Museum on Fifth Avenue, which is round and white and looks like it's upside down. This is called the box that Guggenheim came in, now called the Square Guggenheim in the Village. The maritime workers eventually sold this building to the every night. And up ahead in the end of the street down there, where the street curves after the end of the buildings are in the road, and about 1.5 miles is up there, and the plexiglass over the windows. Quite a nice job. The pastor, Father Train's warm-up act that night was Aretha Franklin, who was 18 years old at the time. I thought that Miss Franklin would never make it because she couldn't spell. She sang a song called R-E-S-P-E-C-T, and I laughed, ha ha ha. But I'm the one who can't spell, of course, and she's still making records. Right there on the left is the bitter end, folk music place. Peter, Paul, and Mary with Houston. Nolita, for instance, means north of Little Italy. Tribeca means triangle below Canal Street. My favorite, though, is Dumbo, which is down under the Manhattan Bridge overpass. Is that a contrived name or what? But anyway, what happened to make this the shopping district it is now is that a lot of artists moved into the old abandoned buildings down here and made themselves studios, sculptors and painters. They got successful. That's where Patrick Swayze got shot in the opening scenes of Ghost. Corner is one of the most famous of the cast iron buildings. This is the earliest one, the 1857. This is the Hog Rod building right there in the corner on the left. all the fancy arched windows. They're either stuff seriously, except for jokes. You know, the people who are trying to convince their friends back in Coshocton, Ohio, that they can afford a Louis Vuitton bag. And the other group of people are people who buy props for movies and television shows. These you're always hearing about Happy. Anyway, this is Word Street. We're going to go down here into what was called the Five Points at one time. Now, you may remember the movie Gangs of New York. That was all about the Five Points, the notorious slum built on the swamp. And it's very fitting that the government buildings are built on the side of the swamp. And before I tell you about the courthouses and everything, there's a movie company down here. All these big white trailers around here are, it's mostly Law and Order, I think. Most likely Law and Order. Directly ahead of us, where those trees are, that's Thomas Paine Park. He's named for the famous rabble-rousing pamphleteer in the Revolutionary War days. That, behind that, is the United States Courthouse. It's a federal courthouse over there. That's where the Rosenbergs were tried, and Alger Hiss and Martha Stewart was just recently redecorated in there. She's making, of course, designer license. For $12.5 million, they renovated the whole park. Beautiful. And then Mayor Giuliani locked it up so you couldn't go in there. So Mayor Bloomberg has just opened it up again so you can actually go into the City Hall Park and firefighters who were killed in the World Trade Center collapse. And if you buy them from one of these guys and it does not have the New York City logo on it, well, needless to say, be careful. The Statue of Liberty ferry boats, let me advise you that probably a long line. You can't go up into the statue anyway. You can only go into the pedestal, but only if you have a prior reservation. So let's just want to wander around the island for $11. This is St. Paul's Chapel. This is the oldest public building in New York, 230 years old. This was a rest stop for during the rescue and recovery operation of the World Trade Center. You could always go in there to take a nap or have a cup of coffee or something. This is the financial divisions in town sent their lights down here. The electricians, the generator trucks, Third Watch, Law and Order, 20th Century Fox, Paramount, all sent their lights down to the World Trade Center. Here's the roadblock. I guess we're going to go right past it. Look at that. They didn't come on the bus after all. 5 members of the Electoral College to become vice president. He killed Alexander Hamilton in a duel. He was tried for treason, and then he finished off his career by marrying a little old lady for her money. Aaron Burr's autobiography is a mandatory reading for
when the shoreline was here and the ships were docked here, museums, and built Pier 17 with all these fancy shops and escalators, restaurants and wine and beer, and it's like the Boston waterfront. It's really kind of a nice area down here called the South. That's the largest of the 5 boroughs. That's where the Brooklyn Dodgers used to play. They got traded to the LA Dodgers. Evans over here is good for trade. Take New York area very well. Maybe get off the South GC Court. Yes, hold on. We're going to pull up right here and let you off. And then more buses will stop and stop and stop. Enjoy that area over there and good luck. Synagogue 10 years ago. A little, Chinatown hair salon. Walter Matthau grew up down here. Now this is Canal Street. Remember we passed Canal Street on the way down for all the watches? Over here is distribution for onions, tomatoes, hardware stores, supply stores. We're on the other side of Chinatown. People live in these little tenements, they call these. Clothes lines up at the top. You can see the clothes. High schools too. As we roll up north amongst the old New York walk-up tenements, these old buildings. First, we also have bridges like we saw downtown, but this is the Midtown Tunnel here. $4 to go underneath the river, come out to Queens, going to LaGuardia or Kennedy Airport, the U.S. Tunnel. Stainless steel top. The gargoyles will stick quarter of the way down from the top. Look to your left, right there. Over to the left. There it is, sticking up in the skyline. There it is. Nice, huh? Here's the United Nations. Here it is. There is the General Assembly Hall on your right. The flag poles are usually, they're always up. The flags have been flying for a while because there's an electrical fence being put up for security. Anybody getting off the United Nations today? Anybody here? Yes, okay, come on down, you two. Watch your step, don't forget your belongings. On the sidewalk. Russia, mind your own business. Hands off the Ukraine. That's what the sign says. Oh, now we'll be swallowing up buildings now. Higher and higher they go. More modern and modern they get. American Girl Place for you doll collectors are right here. On your left, American Girl Place and the Saks Fifth Avenue windows. You know, the Saks Fifth Avenue windows, the front are much more animated. They haven't opened them up yet, I don't think so. They still have the curtains down. These windows are really nice. The Macy's windows are animated. These windows are going to be animated. The Lord & Taylor windows are animated. And when we get down between the wood awnings there and the ice skating rink down below. Stop, you can stand up and get a picture of that. Go ahead, you can see a little better. Feel free. With the little cannon, every 4 to 5 minutes, the puff of smoke comes out of that cannon and they fall down. Just like the stage show. But so if you're here, you should try to get that. It's fun. A huge puff of smoke. Come on, shoot. No, it's not going to shoot. Oh well. Maybe next time. Maybe we'll get it next time. Shows there on Broadway and 3rd Street. I can smell New York City hot dogs right now. Sidewalk vendors with 15,000 pounds that thing weighs. At night it really is beautiful when it gets dark. It really shines out. All green, only paint. Look on your left, look at all the Christmas lights, look at all the Christmas trees, and all the candy canes off the side. Now slope number 9, West 57th Street. The Bergdorf Goodman store with the wreaths, you know.
Here it goes.
Here comes Carnegie Hall on your next corner on your left. Andrew Carnegie was a Scotsman. Andrew Carnegie built Carnegie Hall. How do you get to Carnegie Hall? The answer is, you probably heard it before, practice. Thank you very much. Practice, practice, practice. National Historic Landmark. Who's getting off at the Park Central Hotel? By the Wellington, by Carnegie Deli. Anybody? 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 Nobody? Okay, nobody get.
First bit of traffic though on a 260 mile, well, apart from the rain I suppose, but first bit of station traffic. It's not bad, and 4.5 miles away now.
Making me laugh. Here it is. 408.
So we've not met Paula.
Paula's bringing the cutting board.
She should be here any time now.
Oh,
She
right.
had to make a turkey for the Thanksgiving where they're going. They're not joining us. They're going to another one. And go sit down.
So you didn't have any problems getting here?
Only that it tried to take us onto Sky.
Oh, okay.
So we get it? That's not my phone. It's somebody's cell phone.
Not mine.
Not mine. I don't have a phone in there. Oh, it may be my only land phone. I hadn't thought about that.
Right, it's through there somewhere.
Yes,
It's not through there.
Yeah.
Oh, you did? Oh.
I've got a copy of my trunk. Hi. Roman has to go to work tomorrow.
Oh, bummer.
He's sad. You're just going to go make more money.
They've got 3 field goals.
And the Bears on like a 3-game win streak.
Enter time. I wonder what it is. It's
You'll see it drop down to
base.
Cool.
Hi, Fred.
Right, I've got it and I've got the turkey.
Right.
Hello, welcome. How are you? We just got our power back.
Sorry. I should hope so, yeah. We're supposed to be eating it soon.
Maybe I better bring that goose in.
Here,
Oh, thank you, my Clivia.
I split my clavia just for you, and it was very, very painful. But it needed to be done at one point, you know. At 16, you
If I can find a I'm gonna just put this in the laundry room.
Yes,
No insult to you.
Hey, how are you?
Hello, Fred.
How are you? And your name is?
I'm Jeff, and this is Chris, my better half.
Hey, you're the better half, okay? This is
And
the
Ann
worst
Haver doesn't like this in here, but you know, it holds so much stuff.
I do.
It's hard to exclude it. Pouring wine, white wine. Maybe some red wine later. Okay. Robert. Doesn't it sound good and smell good? Isn't it gonna be good?
Yes, ma'am.
People to wear.
Well, what do they do here
I
with the
thought you,
Muslim?
like you say, I thought it was forced.
I think that was because afterwards they had people saying that they felt that, all right, they lived in France and therefore they should live by French rules.
I kind of agree. I agree.
And it.
Oh.
Would you like some ice cream?
Sure.
I thought you'd say yes. Being as mum isn't here.
You gotta keep Eric's weight up, because the rest... I'll call you next year, okay? When you're coming back, my house, it'd be hers is all dolled up, mine used to be
We almost came to your house for Thanksgiving today.
They're all bankrupt, I gotta take this up.
You're the manager.
Somebody please!
You're the manager now.
I never do. I have no fans. You know, I've never had a fan club. I really don't know
I haven't
how
either.
to deal with stuff.
You want my signature? That's it, that's it.
Our future quarterback.
That's good. There's a promise for a wonderful future here. I like that.
American has this little mini video camera. That is so cute.
Would you mind signing my shirt? Same thing?
I don't know. You're just so funny, different. I mean, I just enjoy it anyway.
I guess that's why you have it. What do you say about the
From the Chonjus, from town.
about the spot in your book?
What did he say?
What was that term? And I'm like, what? What did he say?
I'm not sure what you...
In the living room when we were talking? He's so funny I can't remember
said,
from
what about
one
what?
minute to the next.
No, that Jeff was saying about the spot in your book.
Oh.
The book.
You were making fun about how when we were talking about the books, our book group.
What?
Yeah, you have to sign it as well.
Jersey, you have
We're gonna take him to the football game tomorrow night.
Oh.
No, you have to think of something here. What are you going to say?
No, I'm just going to sign the bottom of that, because I think that sums it up.
Actually, both of us game there. It's an undefeated team.
It's not Eric's high school. So
Now that won't wash off?
It's supposed to be permanent. It's a permanent Sharpie.
Let's hope.
I use those on socks to keep everybody's socks straight now.
Okay, so it's done last. Okay.
That's one of our errands tomorrow.
Darian Barnes gets his first touchdown with the Cowboys. London makes it 14-7 down. So
Well, she came into my school. Yeah.
struggle until this draw.
Sorry.
And then there's a shop. Have you come across Shops Miscellany?
I've heard about this. I've wanted a copy of this.
Well, there you go.
Fabulous. Thank you.
I mean, apart from having a lot of English stuff in it, it's got stuff like how many steps there are to the top of the Statue of Liberty and things of that.
I like the Oscar Wilde quote. It's a very sad thing that nowadays there is so little useless information.
This is what Susan Anthony wanted for the library.
Right.
Remember?
Yeah.
I told her I didn't think it had enough to do with patents.
Rugby union playing positions. I just hope it
Yeah.
happened to open to that page.
And you've got cricket as well in there.
John was a tight head prop.
That which is what I was.
Really?
Yeah.
Bed sauces.
We can have it afterwards, the Photoshop, is alright.
Oh, isn't this pretty? I have this pattern.
Oh, good.
I do.
Good.
The strawberry plates, they're up there,
Oh,
and
right,
the
yes,
other stuff
yeah.
is down there. Oh, how wonderful!
Oh my gosh, I love it.
Isn't that pretty?
Well, we thought that it was black as your.
It's
Oh, that's
beautiful.
lovely.
That's some
Thank
more of
you.
your soap.
Oh, thank you so much. Oh, this is
Oh, I love it.
wonderful.
I don't have any wedge wood.
Well, you do now.
Thank you.
Have you not
Oh, it's
finished yet?
gorgeous. Oh my
Good
gosh.
heavens. Oh, this is wonderful.
Now, is this a dog or a sheep here? I think it's a dog. Long tail.
Look at that. Glad we cleared the decks. Look at the stairs.
We bought you a bit of mixed bunch in case something didn't.
You've been certainly right. So, ooh, how pretty.
Oh, that's
Oh, isn't that
Oh, that is
gorgeous?
so nice.
I'm glad my friend Richard isn't here. He would steal this.
You would. Yeah, you would. It would be really ugly.
That is gorgeous. Wow, who knew Wedgwood gifting so contemporary?
Well,
I mean, I didn't realize. You know, I guess I thought they were locked in the past.
I could go on Jeopardy if I just memorized this.
The Seven Dwarfs. Sleepy, Dopey,
Sneezy.
Sneezy, Grumpy,
Doc.
Doc. How many is that? 5.
Here's I love you in every language.
I'm sure that will prove very useful.
They're good little books, though. I mean, I gathered a
This is
whole series
fabulous.
of them.
Yes, they are.
Well, this is so funny
They bring out a
because
new one every Christmas or something.
I looked at this when Susan told us about it, and I just said, I can't get this because we can't use patent office money for this, but this is a great book. I think everyone needs it. And how to wrap a sari, that is useful. The noble gases. Oh, this is
I've got
fabulous.
Xenon, Krypton, and Neon.
The national anthem. Here's your national anthem.
Oh, here on inaugural day we'll be ready. They have the U.S. presidential inauguration.
What
I
page
do
is that?
solemnly swear 82. Oh,
I-
the 10 Commandments, right just before the inauguration speech.
Now, when I worked for Justice, I had to swear and affirm that I would uphold and defend the Constitution. I had to swear and affirm under oath that I would do that.
They have a Pig Latin Hamlet on page 91. We used to speak Pig Latin.
We need that. That would be useful too. Oh,
I'm
good.
Aggie Pay.
Oh, definitely. We got so much fun. God, I couldn't believe that.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Oh, we've come here for lunch. And we've got half an hour to wait.
But for me, just another day. Old Santa may drop by this year, help me light my tree, 'cause he knows that I'm still good.
This is inside the Cracker Barrel.
Is that the catfish that's...
Tour by Twilight.
That's all part of the National Gallery of Art. Now, I think till 9 or 10 o'clock. Another interesting trip we might, a side trip.
The Jefferson Memorial. Thomas Jefferson.
Right, that goes left.
But if you have a sharp eye and you want to look to your left, you might be able to make out the Pentagon there. There's a little red light on the left side of a bridge there across the water. And then...
Oh.
High school, I had Spanish.
Standing at the World War II Memorial, and far in the distance is the Lincoln.
alright.
Now ahead and to the left here is the FBI building. This is the J. Edgar Hoover building, and on the right is
back at Union Station.
Right on the carry. March past the Wicker incomplete. Flowage on to attempt the field goal. Pressure on the carry. Ladies and gentlemen, we need you off of the field.
Gotta be motion!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Sicko. But see how he closes his eyes like...
Yeah, in seventh heaven.
Doing his nibbling thing. Honey.
I do hope that you can get this on.
That was where we came in, off the car park.
George's ice house?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that actually goes under the ground.
At first we wanted a wooden door
We were on Christmas.
All right, love you.
And started in Munich. Okay, so we had 2 days in the Munich area, 2 days in Nuremberg area, 2 days in Strasbourg.
Isn't that north? You go through to Montana with the glacier. There's one in North Ontario.
No.
That's Canada.
Yeah, we're in Alberta. And the ones that come between Alberta, BC, Montana, and Idaho.
Yeah. Well, they've got markers.
Stables. Stables, horses.
This was the main entrance.
All of these together.
Several times.
This is a lamb dish.
Sitting down with the first group, and they said, "We're planning to run race nights."
Oh.
And Vernon Elkins thought he'd stepped into a
This
grand
is
speech
a
of the
vegetable
Ku Klux
dish.
Klan. What they meant was, I don't know if you have these in the States, but what they do is they hire films of horse racing.
this?
Some horse racing.
It's chicken.
And people bet on the horses. And then they show the film.
Dessert. And mint tea. Plus fruit. Great.
Give it the head.
Ready to go. And when people go with me, I tell them, you know, go to the bathroom now because we're not stopping once we get going. We are moving. It wasn't that long. And I just assumed she would tell me if she needed to stop. And I never asked her if she wanted to stop, but I just thought she'll tell me. Yeah, she didn't say a word. We got to my father's house and she was right. And my mother wants to stop like every half hour or something.
Well.
Lulu's not in the way, is she?
No. Fit round, Lulu. Oh, you got your...
at all.
Factors 9, keep left out of the signs for 19 north.
you.
Make someone's holiday picture perfect with an ultra full 2-megapixel flat photo digital camera. It's credit card sized and only $59.99 after a
4 up at the 15th, full house, and this time they hand off to Barber again, gaping hole up the middle. He's across the 30, the 35-40, and he is pushed out of bounds over at the 48-yard line by Lito.
Field position up the field. They have it at their own 47-yard line, moving right to left. Giants up 3-0. Westbrook, the tailback in the eye. Wide receiver split.
Down in the end zone, he decides to take it in himself, runs to the pylon. LJ gives him a good block on the outside.
Run on, more.
Now that was a well-engineered drive.
A little...
Free. miles before you turn. That's Concord Road coming off from the SIS.
The biggest lineup just got bigger. Check out the SSR, Malibu, Avea, Malibu Max, Colorado, and Equinox. Available at your local Chevy dealer showroom. Plus get big cashback or low APR financing for qualified buyers on most Chevy vehicles. SSR limited availability. It's time to turn the key and start a revolution.
This is Philadelphia.
There, because it's right standing by the
Philadelphia airfield. And we think that might be our airplane.
KK-23 we're going out of.
Waiting for us. Confirmation that it is our plane because there it is, US 98, Pickup 820. And it's on time.